Generation and conduction of nerve impulse. A nerve impulse is a signal that is transmitted along dendrites or axons due to ions moving across voltage-gated channels in the neuron's plasma membrane. Due to the electrical voltage, the voltage-gated channels open and close, so we can conclude that they are affected by electrical charge around them. A charge difference is maintained between the inside and outside of the cell when a neuron is at rest. By active transport through sodium-potassium pumps, this charge difference is produced and maintained. The pumps send sodium ions out of the cell and bring potassium ions into the cell, while other channels allow some potassium ions flow back out of the cell, whereas the sodium ions cannot easily get back in to replace the lost positive charges. It results that the exterior of the cell has a net positive charge and the interior has a net negative charge. The charge difference between the interior and exterior of the cell is called the resting membrane potential. Now, when a stimulus disturbs the plasma membrane on a dendrite, a nerve impulse begins, causing opening of sodium channels. Sodium ions flow into the cell and lessen the charge difference at that location. If the charge is enough, it will cause other voltage-gated sodium channels near it to get open. As so many sodium ions flow into the cell at that location, causing the membrane depolarized, with inside the cell having a net positive charge and the outside of the cell having a net negative charge. This also affects neighboring voltage-gated sodium channels, causing them to open and move depolarization along the membrane. This moving depolarization is called an action potential. Changes behind the action potential restore the resting membrane potential. The voltage-gated sodium channels close and voltage-gated potassium channels open, due to which a rapid flow of potassium ions out of the cell occurs and repolarizing the membrane again, so that inside of the cell is again negative and outside of the cell is again positive. Sodium-potassium pump restores the resting membrane potential and re-establishes the correct concentration of sodium and potassium ions inside and outside of the cell.